Now. Okay, howdy everybody. Yeah, welcome to Time's Almost Up yet again. And today we are going to look at the trumpets. Our first look at the trumpets in Revelation that start in chapter 8. All right, good thing there's no volume that's going to surprise me there. All right, so whoever's here, howdy Sabbath here. And I think it's just you and me. So we should get done quickly. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and pray in. Good evening, Father. Thank you very much for this opportunity to study your word. And we ask that everybody that is going to partake in this study be given revelation and eyes to see it and hear it and learn it, knowing that what we've been taught in the pulpits isn't correct or true. And we thank you for that. And bless everybody here now or in the future. And in Jesus Yeshua's name, amen. All right. Howdy, GR. Okay, so let's all read this together, shall we? We'll do that thing with this. Okay. So, Revelation 8. Now remember we were talking about the seals that were given to the seven angels in the last one. And with the seals, it's just like something sent in a package, right? That's sealed up. And whatever's in the package, whatever is within the package that's sealed is already there. But you don't know what it is until that seal is open, right? Okay. So let's go down to verse 6. Okay. And the seven angels which had the seven trumpets prepared themselves to sound. The first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood, and they were cast upon the earth. And the third part of trees was burnt up, and all the green grass was burnt up. And the second angel sounded, and as it were, a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea, and the third part of the sea became blood. And the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died, and the third part of the ships were destroyed. And the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning, as it were, a lamp, and it fell upon the third part of the rivers and upon the fountains of waters. And the name of the star is called Wormwood. And the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many men died of the waters, because they were made bitter. And the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten, and the third part of the moon, and the third part of the stars, so as the third part of them was darkened. And the day shone not for a third part of it, and the night likewise. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to sound. So then we move to Revelation 9. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace. and the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months. And their torment was as the torment of a scorpion, when he striketh a man. And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle, and on their heads were as it were crowns like gold, and their faces were as the faces of men. And they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of lions. And they had breastplates, as it were breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was as the sound of chariots of many horses running to battle. Verse 10, and they had tails like unto scorpions, and there were stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon. One woe is past, and behold, there come 2 woes more hereafter. And the 6th angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the 4 horns of the golden altar which is before God, saying to the 6th angel which had the trumpet, Loose the 4 angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the 3rd part of men. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and of brimstone. And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions. And out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. By these 3 was the 3rd part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone, which issued out of their mouths. For their mouth is in their mouth, for the power is in their mouth, and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hunt. And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk, neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornications, nor of their thefts. Let's go on with 10. And I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, and a rainbow was upon his head, and his face was as it were the sun, and his feet as pillars of fire. And he had in his hand a little book open, and he set his right foot upon the sea, and his left foot upon the earth, and cried with a loud voice, as when a lion roareth. And when he had cried, the 7 thunders uttered their voices. And when the 7 thunders had uttered their voices, I was about to write, and I heard a voice from heaven, saying unto me, Seal up those things which the 7 thunders uttered, and write them not. And the angel which I saw stand upon the sea and upon the earth lifted up his hand to heaven, and sware by him that liveth forever and ever, who created heaven and the things that therein are, and the earth, and the things that therein are, and the sea, and the things which are therein, that there should be time no longer. But in the days of the voice of the 7th angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished, and as he hath declared to his servants the prophets, or as he hath declared to his servants the prophets. And the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me again, and said, Go and take the little book which is open in the hand of the angel, and stand it upon the sea and upon the earth. And I went unto the angel, and said unto him, Give me the little book. And he said unto me, Take it, and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And when I took the little book out of the angel's hand, and I ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. And he said unto me, Thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. And we're going to stop there. My goodness, look at all the people that snuck in. Howdy, everybody. Okay, who do we have here? Got the fire of Yah. Howdy. And Ashley, howdy. Allie, I'm glad you're here. Oops, I tried to put you down as American Sign Language. Okay, so this is where we read, and this is where we're going to start the study. Looking at this. Is that everybody? It would appear to be so. Okay. So, just like with the other parts in this series that are looking at the vials of wrath that are poured out, we see some things in here that, hey, didn't that kind of already happen? Wasn't there something that could, to which that could be ascribed? Very interesting. Okay. Howdy, Landon. I was trying to figure out what the testosterone comment was. Now I know. All right. If you notice, too, I believe there's some correlation with what we just read and the bowls of wrath. Also, the vials of wrath. And if you look, right, we got the Euphrates River again, and that's what started all this. If the Euphrates River is dry, then that's the sixth vial. And we've missed some things because we want to, in part, but in part because we've not had our eyes opened by our Father. All right, look at those muscly arms there. Amazing. Yep. So anyways, that's the introduction. We've all read it now. Yes, there are some massive locust swarms right now, but did they come out of the pit? The bottomless pit? That's the question, right? What's nada? Is that supposed to be Spanish? Look at this. You guys are like this. What part of the country are you in? Woohoo! Temperature's dropping. That is a bit warm. We'll put it that way. Oh no, you're going to get the cliffhanger, Sabbath. You don't get a preview. This was the introduction. It means nothing. It means that we have a nihilist. 108. Where are you, Death Valley? Okay, what's with the double-digit people? 66, 11, 77. Hut, hike. Okay. At any rate, I would ask all of you. Oh yeah, El Centro does get pretty warm, doesn't it? (1950s). Okay, so I would ask all of you to independently read that, study it. Don't look at the footnotes that are in there. Get your Strongs. Look at what do the words mean. Right? And at least then we can all compare notes. Back home, that means you're a homie. ¿Qué tal, homie? It's good. I'm glad you're back. What? Who's leaving? Gotta leave. Okay, bye, GR. Bye. Next week. Sabbath. Next week. So we'll go reading, right? Duck, duck, goose. Reading, study. Actually, I guess the readings are studies, aren't they? Okay, if you look at this, right? Oh, my mustache is messed up, but it was doing much better earlier. I don't know. I think I may pick someone at random, shave this off and mail it to them. So you can say, I have Plain Flyers mustache. Looking at you, Sabbath. She said okay, too. Oh, my goodness. All right. So, how was everybody's day today? What does that even mean? Howdy, Shanna. And I got to hang shade cloth today. You know, it's funny because there's this place up by the interstate on the frontage road, and they have a big sign out front. They sell like playground stuff, you know, like those wooden play centers for children or schools, right? That people buy and put in their backyards, or they put them at the parks and stuff. Anyways, they've got a big sign out front that says, "We sell shade." That should tell you a little bit about our weather here. Yeah, he's not going to shave. He wants to win. He wants to win bragging rights. He knows he does. All right. So, anyways, if anybody wants to study that out and come on with me next week, email me or let me know in some other way. Call, email, send a letter. I'll have to express it, though, probably. So, just let me know. And I'm going to let y'all go. Have a beautiful evening. And it is a beautiful evening. It's going to be a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. Just remember that. Father is large and in charge. He runs it all. So I will talk with you all very soon. Don't forget, we do reading 3 days. If you want to read with us, let us know. Let me know too. But other than that, thank you for joining me. I love you all, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye. Bye.